Good morning, everyone. As you can see, fall is upon us. The leaves have decided to drop. My camping trip couldn't have come at a better time because if this is any indicator, then well, if we had it this coming weekend, half the leaves would have been gone anyway. So it seems like last week was the divine sweet spot for the camping trip. And oh, what a camping trip it was. Speaking of things that were great, last night's stream, Discordant Dragons, was pretty good. And you can't see it on YouTube. You can only see it on Odyssey and DLive. DLive for 3 days, Odyssey for good. And at the very end, I got a takedown claim. Now, that doesn't mean that I got a hard channel strike, unless one happened last night while I was sleeping. It just meant that we had to take the stream down for 5 minutes, refresh it, and then re-enable it if we wanted to keep going. But we just ended the stream because it was at the very end anyway. It's because I showed a really old cartoon that's still owned by copyright, even though it's like 100 years old now. Stupid copyright bullshit on YouTube. Everything about YouTube makes me mad. It's a shame that it's still a great service and people use it, but we need to clear out the people that control this shit and take it over. I'm saying, like, these frameworks are good. We just need to get rid of the cancer that controls them. Anyway, it is very bright this morning, but the sky is gorgeous, as you can see. Absolutely delightful clouds as far as the eye can see. And it's darker over this way. I don't know if that's just because it's really early morning still, or we're going to have rain. But regardless, I believe the wind is going this way today, so if there is rain, it's not here. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is something very simple. It's just about what's coming up on the channel, and we're going to talk about it as I walk into the day star. Oh. Anyway, upcoming on my channel in the near future, we have the Pete Quinones podcast host, surprisingly named Pete Quinones. We're going to have him on for Corner Club to talk about his work, why he does what he does, and he is the one that I met down in Alabama when I went to visit the Mises Institute, and I had Jason send him a copy of Go Free. So, like he does on his podcast a lot, he has people that are connected to the material that he reads come on the channel and talk about the material and even do specific readings of different parts of the book and talk about it. So hopefully he'll want to do that with me and the Go Free book, and we'll get to have a fun stream about that. And also, I just want my followers to get to know Pete. He was a delightful, sweet man. He was nice to meet. We had a lot of great intellectual conversations down there. And I'd love to go back and visit him again one day. He's a great host. I consider him a friend now. He's a lot of fun. Also, we're going to have Jay Burden. I recently had a very good, wholesome, and emotional conversation with Jay Burden over on his channel about purpose and meaning and identity, being an American, being a Western person, and why that kind of healthy ethnos is an important part of building everything, not just an identity for yourself, but civilization, community, everything. And Jay Burden really impressed me. He's a young man, I think only in his mid-20s. And I'm going to have him on for a Corner Club segment as well coming up in the near future. So I've got 2 confirmations for very excellent candidates for a good conversation on my stream. And these are men that I've already talked to and worked with before, so it should be really good. So you'll have those coming up in the near future, probably in the next week or 2. And I'm also talking to someone else about doing a similar kind of thing on their channel, but that's still up in the air right now, so I'm not going to say it, because the things that I say often don't come true unless I have absolute confirmation. So I've gotten out of the habit of that. Anyway, you can expect regular Discordant Dragons on Monday nights. I have a ball with that stream. It's a lot of fun. It's the thing I actually enjoy doing the most when it comes to content creation. I like to entertain. I like to make people laugh. And I also like to inspire people to make wise choices. But, you know, I'm not like Jason. I don't want to just be a preacher and be serious all the time. I want people to associate my voice and my face and my channel with laughing and fellowship and community and knee slapping and having a good time and spicy memes, and that's what I want to be known for more than anything. So that's why I'm passionate about entertainment, video games, movies, talking about those kind of things, talking about, well, what does this stuff mean and how can I make it funny? Like, that's sort of where I am. Probably why I get on well with Chris Dangerfield. He's a lot like that too. He's more of an entertainer, even though he does care about, you know, genuine, wholesome things like I do. Speaking of Chris Dangerfield, he's got a novel coming out. And when his novel's about to come out, he's going to come on my channel, and I'm going to give him a one-on-one interview to let him talk about his new novel and stuff, too. That'll probably be in like a month or less, because I know the novel's coming out pretty soon. But anyway, that's what I've got cooking. I also am going to be doing, I can't believe I forgot this. One of the most important things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going back on Proper Horror Show's channel to talk about the Silent Hill video games. Because me and the Proper Horror Show community agree that the Silent Hill video games, the early ones, are some of the best horror movies ever made. And especially number 2, that's my favorite, and I think it is the qualitatively the best, I don't know, I hate to say survival horror because it's not really that. It's like a survival horror game, but it's more like an interactive movie. It's a very unique experience. Silent Hill 2 is a very interesting game. Anyway, I will be going on her channel to talk about Silent Hill video games, specifically Silent Hill 2. I don't know how many we're going to cover. I don't know if I'm going to be invited to talk about all of them, but I love the Silent Hill video game series. So now that I know Proper Horror Show is going to cover horror video games, I'm in, son. Like I am in like Flynn with that shit. So you can look forward to that as well. And of course, follow me on social media. You can find them in the corners here. You will definitely get updates for who I'm going to be streaming with, what I've got going on, and especially on Gab. Gab seems to be really good about that kind of thing. I've never had anyone complain that they're not seeing my content on Gab. Now, with the Elon Musk takeover of Twitter and not being permabanned, I guess, they're going to lift all the permabans. I'm probably going to remove banned from the corner. I don't know which one it'll be the way the decal works. But I'm probably going to remove banned and actually put a Twitter up again. Because if I'm not going to get banned again and my accounts are going to be stable, I'm going to start advertising my Twitters again because it's safe. The reason I just put banned up there is because I have to go through a series of Twitter accounts all the time. I think I'm on my 10th one, my 11th one, something like that. So I just took it off the decal and put banned on it. But anyway, I'll probably start leaving that up. Twitter's a good way to follow me and get notifications. You can augment your notification settings to make sure you always see all my posts and things to make sure they pop up on your timeline. But I always am good about making social media posts about the streams I engage in, the videos that I'm in, that kind of thing. So definitely a good way to make sure you don't miss the things I do. With that being said, we're going to stop here at my favorite tree. Because here we are, my favorite old little tree. And I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. Next Monday night, we will definitely have more Discordant Dragons. I don't know if this Wednesday I'm going to have a corner club or not. My guests are still up in the air about getting back to me. And so it might still be another week or two before I can get one. But I promise you I will. I've had good conversations with people who definitely are going to be on my channel. And that'll be coming up in the near future. So be good to yourself, be good to your loved ones, build community and all that good stuff. Have a blessed week and enjoy the wonderful fall weather. It is my favorite time. I'll see you guys soon.